Hey, what's going on, guys? X here, and today we're taking a look at the Star Wars 6-inch Blackline series Walmart exclusive Kylo Ren with Throne Room. Alright, so with this package, you get obviously the figure, a cloth cape, a saber. You also get just the hilt here. You get a die-cast metal helmet for Kylo Ren, and then obviously the base, which is 3 parts, which you'll be able to put together. It's very simple to do. Taking a look at the Throne Room little piece itself here. You can see that it has several different peg holes here. So if you wanted to, you could put, Kylo Ren on one of these peg holes and then, display some different troopers, or, maybe have Kylo Ren here and you could put a Rey here, or, vice versa there. And you could have some of the Praetorian guards, them battling here. And you could have, if you bought the GameStop exclusive, you could have the throne with Snoke in the background. So I think it looks pretty cool, and it's got this kind of metallic color to it. So I'll try to focus that in. You can see some of the specs on there, and some of this clear plastic here. Take a look at the bottom of it. But I think it looks pretty cool in the fact that you can display multiple figures on here without them falling down and put them in some pretty cool poses. I like that it has all the peg holes. Excuse me. Alright, so getting into the die-cast helmet here, you see it does have a little hole there that you might be able to swap the heads out. So if you wanted to put this helmet on instead of having him just helmetless, you could do that. But I'm just going to leave them as B. But I think you get a lot of cool little nicks and designs in this helmet that you didn't get with some of the previous helmeted Kylo Ren figures. And it's got the little dents in there, so you can see some of these here. We can get this to focus, so I got to just get them in the light. So you can see some of the dents there, and just some of the little scrapes that they try to do with the paint. I think they could have made it look better. This obviously looks cheap the way that they did it, but at least you do get the helmet, and it's die-cast, which is kind of cool. As far as the sabers, the other hilt that you get, it's just the silver plastic. You get the red line there, red here at the back with the black, and then black here at the top there. So not too bad. Accurate for the most part. It should be, instead of silver, more kind of a gunmetal looking, but still not too bad. As far as the other saber that you get, you can see that you have kind of that shattered look instead of it just being all smooth looking. So I really like that. And also here at the ends, black all the way down here, there is a red stripe that you can see. It's not as defined as the unsabered version, but it's still there. And you still get the black with the red here at the tip, which makes it look a little bit more accurate. Now with this version, you get the cloth cape. The only way that I saw to make it kind of stick around him was just kind of like pulling this hair back and then like pulling it up under and then pushing his hair back down, or lifting his head up as far as you could. That way it kind of just holds in there by place as far as the hair holding it down. Other than that, you can see that it doesn't have any strings or anything to tie it around his neck, so it's just kind of sitting on there. So it does fall down from time to time, so that's just something to be aware of. Now, as far as the the Last Jedi, just the regular $20 figure, basic figure for the Blackline series, he has more of this plastic style cape that you could take off, and you can see it just kind of sets like so. And you can put these two guys side by side, and if you're just going on outfits, they look like they're exactly the same. I really don't see much of a difference there in outfits as far as the boots, the pants, the inner tunic, the sleeves here. Everything looks, the belt all seems to be pretty much exactly the same until we get to the head sculpt. One of the things that you'll kind of notice looking from the back, this, if it's coming up on camera, this looks more like a dark brown hair to where this looks black. And then whenever we get to the faces, let me just adjust the camera for you so you can get a better look at those. You can see that he looks a little bit more tan in this face, and then he's a little bit more pale in this face. Also, the face sculpt seems like it's a little bit different The bridge of the nose seems to be a little bit longer, to be a little bit more of a beak on that nose, to where this one seems to be a little bit shorter as far as the bridge of his nose. So the design of the nose is different. The eyebrows, obviously, they're hiked up here. They're just kind of normal on here. And then the obvious scar going across the right eye is a little bit different. So as far as head sculpts, the head sculpts are completely different. It looks like, yeah, they changed the hair color, and then they added a couple little different things there. But other than that, besides, you know, the capes and the little throne room piece that you get right here that you can plug some figures on, they seem to be exactly the same. Even the lightsabers seem to be pretty much the same as well. Let me just get a better look at that. Okay, so on this one, the exclusive one, they did the silver there at the hilt, where they went with that gunmetal that I said was more accurate on the regular packaged one. So just that's how you'll tell the difference between those two lightsabers. So I guess it's kind of important if you ever decide to buy one of these on secondary market and it's been opened, this is the exclusive sword, and this is the one that came with the basic figure. So as far as articulation, it's going to be the same as with all the other figures. You have the ball joint here and the neck that will go back and forth. Then you have the arms that go in and out, they rotate. You have the elbow that bends more than 90 degrees. It also rotates there. You have the wrists that rotate. They go up and down. This one over here goes up and down. You have the waist ab section right here. The legs going back and forth. This is a soft rubbery plastic, so you can get a little bit more movement there. In and out. You do have a thigh cut up here that you can see. And then you have the double jointed knees that can go all the way back. And then here at the feet, they rotate and they go front and forward. So I like the figure. Now this one, it's $35, I believe, regular retail at Walmart for this exclusive, to where if the regular retail, on the basic ones, usually $20. I mean, unless you found it on sale or something like that. But to pay $15 more, you get this, basically you get this throne room and, a cloth cape, different face. If you're like me, then you collect them all. And any variants, you buy both variants. I believe with C-3PO, they had a red arm, then they had a maroon arm. On some cases, like I was able to get both of those. So anytime that the face is a little bit different, I'll even buy that. So I'm deep in this line, collect it all. But if you're someone that's just like, is this worth $15? Unless you're really going to be putting several figures on here. Like I said, having Kylo on one peg and then having Rey here, they're facing off. You put a Praetorian Guard, a couple here and a couple there. That would be a really cool scene. But if you're not really into doing that, you're just going to stack them up and line them up, front to back, then I can't really justify paying an extra $15 for just this stand here. So it really depends on how you want to display these figures. So anyways, that's just kind of my opinion there, and hopefully I was able to help you guys in your buying decision. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.